Hello and welcome back to Zarnot Gaming. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Orc Adjutant Season 16 L3 Ghaz Gibba scraps. So the big thing we're looking at here is this Boss Adjutant trait where he takes less damage, but it's all about getting maximum hits. The more times he is hit, or, well, attacked, not hits like that. So the more times he's attacked, the more damage you're going to do. And so starting with full health, you'll get 1% of his max health. So that's going to be 4,000 per hit. So instead of looking at our units for the potential, we're basically looking at how to get the absolute most number of units on the board. I do think that Shozel turns into a good unit for this, but it's questionable whether or not my Shozel is good enough for this. We have Snap-a-Rack on the board, some Grot tanks. They are all pretty beefy. 500 armor, 2,000 health. And we have 2,000 armor on Gibba scraps. So you're not going to feel like your hits are hitting for a lot no matter who you bring. And these ads are going to be a little bit of work to kill. But that's okay. Let's go ahead and adjust where our heroes are and get started. Get a nice flea off there. And that is 3 lost units, meaning that we will now have a maximum summon from our Yark. We're not going to wait around for Creed. And then getting rid of all the Grot tanks gets rid of all of their explosion damage. I mean, it's safe to get your summons up. So now this is where it kind of changes the way you would normally play. Normally I would want to make sure, like, yeah, I'm going to leave room for my summons. I'm not going to bother with Creed here. He's going to move out. But it seems weird to attack at ranged with Yark. I totally understand that. It is weird. It seems weird to prefer to attack at ranged with Aleph. But you really want to maximize your hits here. And that means that we're going to not worry about doing the most damage we can do. We're going to worry about getting the most hits we can get. So we get that 4,000 damage per hit at the end of every turn. As you see at the end of each turn, that adds up pretty heavily. And this isn't ideal positioning. Obviously, it would have been ideal to keep Gibba right here, where he could be fully surrounded. I would be getting a 3 extra hits per turn from the 3 extra tiles versus how much we have on him right now. Additionally, he'd be able to be reached by more ranged units if you had them. And that would be an extra 12k a round. So if we had not allowed Gibba to end up walled up over here in the high grass, we would probably be closer to 160,000 damage versus this. So many of the top guilds already discuss openly on the Discord, and it's been theory crafted out loud, so I'm not afraid to tell you. The best way to handle this boss is to have multiple people attack at once. That is because currently I'm going to do about 130,000 damage. So if you have 3 people do 130,000 damage all at the same time, you kill him. But if you have 1 person do it, and then the next person goes in, they're only going to get 2.7 thousand damage per hit per turn instead of 4,000 damage per attack per turn. And that is going to significantly decrease your damage potential the lower health the boss has when you start the fight. So having 3 people attack simultaneously has been our plan in my guild here this season, so that we can all aim for 130k per attack and end up getting all 400,000 done at the same time. So I have to go check with my guild to see where they're at before I finish the round. But that's all I got for you guys today. Happy hunting out there.